What if by asking a simple question, you could change your focus and in the process, completely change the way you feel? Hey, it's Rob, and in today's Maximum Achievement Performance Habits, we're going to talk about the habit of asking questions so that we feel more grateful, and as a result, we feel happier. I've got 4 questions for you today, and I guarantee that if you practice these, if you will put these on a note card or you'll just memorize them, and then you'll create the trigger of any time that you start to feel any other way than how you want to feel. Okay? Any other way. If you start to feel fear, you start to feel doubt, you start to feel anger, frustration. If you would ask these questions, even just one of them will change everything for you, right? But if you really start asking these questions and you do this habitually, and you get yourself into the point that as soon as you start to drift into an emotion you don't like, this question just pops up in your mind, then you are going to be one of the rare people who knows how to control their brain. You know how to focus on the things that matter because you've created the habit of asking the right questions. Questions control our focus. If I ask why me, then I'm going to get a slew of answers. See, our brains are designed to answer these questions. I mean, let me just give you an example right here. Let me ask you a question. What happens to your focus? As soon as I asked you, or told you, let me ask you a question, which I don't know if it's a question or a statement, but as soon as I said that, didn't you go, okay, what is it? See, our brain, we're hardwired. We want to answer those questions. So whenever you ask the question, why me? Then you create a slippery slope of negativity. You literally start going down the hill, right? Why me? Why don't I ever get what I want? And your brain gives you all these answers, and it doesn't necessarily mean they're true. In most cases, they're not. It's just the brain going, he asked a question. She asked a question. I've got to give answers. So here they are. These make sense. Here's the reality. Your brain doesn't look for proof quite often. It just looks for something that makes sense. So when we ask a question like, why me? It goes, well, let's see. And it pulls up reasons. On the other hand, if you ask questions like, question number 1 here, what's great about this? So let's say you're in a situation where it doesn't seem to be ideal for you. You're not too excited about it. It doesn't seem to be going the way you want it to be, right? You don't feel like you fit in, or it's not aligning with your plans, whatever it is, right? But you're just kind of in the moment thinking, I don't know if I want to be here. When you ask this question, you start controlling your focus. What's great about this? Now be prepared. Sometimes nothing is the answer you get, right? Depending on how negative you are. But this is where you have to take control of you. Practice that free will and challenge yourself and say, okay, yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything great about this. I get that. I agree with that. However, if I wanted to find one little thing great about this, what would it be? And just have fun. Be playful. Think, well, I'm not getting attacked by barbarians. That's a good thing, right? Okay, there's one. And now you start to loosen up a little bit, right? You start to chuckle because your answer, as absurd as it is, it's still true, right? You're not being attacked by barbarians. If you are, then seek help. Quickly, get out of there. Don't even ask questions, just run, right? But honestly, you're not being attacked by barbarians. You're just in a situation that you're uncomfortable with, right? So the next question, right? Keep going. Say, okay, well, what else is great about this? I don't know. I brushed my teeth today so my breath don't stink. I got fresh breath. Maybe I got some gum and I can even freshen it up now. Ooh, I know this sounds silly, but what am I doing? I'm changing my focus. Before we were focused on what's horrible about this. Is that going to make you feel better? No, you're just going to get mad, you're going to get frustrated, you're going to get grumpy, and nothing good will come from that. But when you ask what's great about this and you start playing with it, you can find a way to enjoy the moment. When I was in college, I had a class that was 3 hours long, and it was during the summer, so it was 4 days a week, right? 4 days a week, 3 hours long. And the teacher, the professor, would turn off the lights, and all we'd have basically would be his overhead. It's the afternoon in summer. You see where I'm going with this? It was hard to stay awake. It was hard to stay focused, but the only way to pass was to get his notes, which he could have given us in 30 minutes, but instead he liked to ramble about his life, which had nothing to do. I have no problem with a teacher telling stories as long as it relates, but it wasn't. It was just him having a conversation with no purpose. So, and you never knew when you were going to get the notes that you needed. So you had to stay awake. You had to stay focused. So I asked myself, I was like, okay, what's great about this? What can I learn from this? You know, how can I make the most of this situation? It's not ideal, but I need the class to graduate. And all of a sudden the answer came to me. It was like, all right, well, you're going to be a teacher. So let's start making a list of what not to do as a teacher. This is a great learning situation. And all of a sudden I got a little more interested in it, right? So I'm taking notes. I started taking notes on what not to do, okay? And everything about his life was a wreck. His wife had left him. He weighed 500 pounds. He could barely walk because he was so big. And he lived in a motel room. Now, I'm not judging. I feel bad for the guy. But he was telling us how to get messed up, right? How to not live your full purpose and your potential. So I was looking at the opposite. I was like, okay, make sure you take care of your wife. Make sure you take care of your health. Make sure that you never have to live in some motel, right? It looks great that he's a professor. I wanted that. I thought that was pretty cool. But the rest of it, no. And then he would flirt with the older ladies in class. I'd take notes on that. Do not flirt with the older ladies in class, okay? And I started having a little bit of fun with it. The key here is that you're asking a question and getting yourself to think about the possibilities of the positive in that situation. And if you challenge yourself, you can find it. I guarantee you can find it. Number 2, who loves me? Oh, I love this question. When you're starting to feel down, you're feeling depressed, you're not feeling worthy or whatever it is, just ask yourself, who loves me? And don't judge it. A lot of times when we get into a self-pity mode, we start, yeah, but they don't count. If anyone loves you, it counts. It really counts. So accept it, right? Well, make the list. Right? Make the list and think about them. See their face. Now here's for me, a better question. Who do I love? Right? Who do I love? And then ask this question. And what about them do I love? And as you ask this question, visualize their face and notice the features you love about them. And notice how you start to feel as you see their smiling face. And maybe they're laughing and you're just so happy because you realize, wow, they're in my life and I'm grateful and I'm lucky. And maybe it's time to turn off the self-pity party and realize I have a lot to be grateful for. So what's great about this moment? Who do I love? Who loves me? And more importantly, how do I feel about them, right? And why do I love them? And how does that make me feel? Think about all the positive things you've done together. And feel the joy. Feel the joy. It's super important, guys, that you understand that being grateful is one of the keys to happiness. It's one of the keys to success. And you don't just become grateful, you practice it. You practice it daily. And as you do, it gets easier. And as it gets easier, you become more grateful. So there you go. I hope this one has helped you. I hope this inspires you. And I hope you go out today and just live with gratitude. Live with gratitude. All right, guys, have a great day and live intentionally. Hey, Rob here, and I just want to thank you so much for watching my videos and being part of the Maximum Achievement Performance Habits journey. I tell you what, I am super happy to be a part of your life and that you're a part of my life. And so I just want to share a few things with you really fast. If you like what you're seeing here, then subscribe to my podcast, subscribe to my YouTube channel. share it with other people. If it's useful to you, do me a favor and do them a favor. Share it. Tell them, hey, I see you're struggling in this area, and I think this video over here, this crazy guy Rob, might be able to help you. Share it. Share the wealth. Let people in on these things. I am here to serve you and to serve others, and if you'll help share, that would really help my mission and help me move this forward. Next, stay a part of the team. Okay, I call my people maximum achievers. Maximum achievers are people who are living life on their terms. They are loving unconditionally. They're living with passion and enthusiasm every day. They're achieving goals that matter to them. And most importantly, they're doing it while feeling joyful and fulfilled. So stay part of the Maximum Achiever team and become a maximum achiever with the rest of us. And number 4, if you want some free training, I have this at my website. It's robertlewissims.com. 10x faster. You go to a free PDF download on how to achieve your goals 10 times faster, and a 21-day your personal success breakthrough challenge. A 21-day your personal success breakthrough challenge. That's all free. Get that at my website. I won't spam you. I won't do any of that craziest stuff, but you will get free information, free training, free things to help you become the best you can be, so you can live life on your terms. All right, guys, so do me a favor, help me out, share it, subscribe, leave some comments below. Let me know how this is serving you, and also if you have questions. If you have something you want me to address in a future Maximum Achievement podcast, then give me those questions. Put those in the comment place, send me an email, let me know, and I will try and figure out how I can serve you and try to answer those questions for you the best I know how. All right, guys? So there you go. Thanks a lot. I love having you here. Have a great day.